In this video, I'm going to be analyzing a series of images from the graphic novel The Arrival. The images that I will be talking about today are based in the ideas that when an immigrant migrates from their home country to a foreign one, they're going to have to cut down on the objects that they take with them. Right away, you notice the texture and colors of the different images as a whole. The pictures are a grayscale tone, foreshadowing the unfortunate situations that are about to occur throughout the novel. Leaving one's family and homeland would not be an easy feat, and the author, Sean Tan, is able to highlight this extremely well by choosing more ominous colors in his photographs. While the medium is photography for the images in the novel, they're made to appear older in order to give the reader historical context for the time period in which this takes place. It appears to take place in an older time, hinted by the colors and the quality of the illustrations, which look like old photographs. These images also appear to be telling a story almost as if this were a film and not a graphic novel. In the first image, we see a photograph of a family of a mother, father, and a young daughter. Each of these characters has a grim look on their faces, for potentially a few reasons. One potential reason could be because of the previously mentioned historical context. Most people did not smile in photographs using early photography technology due to the photographs becoming blurry with any slight movements. A second reason, more pertaining to the storyline, could be that their emotions displayed on their faces are representative of their emotions about their family being split apart due to their father having to emigrate. In the second photo, we see a man, presumably the father, in the photo, grabbing the picture frame. This led me to wonder what he is doing with it. The photo is taken from the perspective of the man holding the frame. What is he thinking about? Most likely, he is thinking about how much he cares about his family and how difficult this experience is going to be without them. The third image is not taken from the perspective of the man, but another angle of him wrapping the picture frame while the photo is face up. He is likely taking his last look at the photograph before wrapping it up and putting it away somewhere. In the next two images, we see the man taking very special care of this frame. The care he takes in folding the bow and the way he's holding it suggests a certain level of emotion in this moment for the man. Without words, this picture illustrates that the man is having a very difficult time processing the separation from his family and only having a small memento to remind him of them. The sixth image shows the man closing the photograph away in his single suitcase. The single suitcase is representative of how little immigrants are able to bring with them. I think this brings a lot of attention to immigrants' success, as it is very likely that they also struggled under similar circumstances, and to overcome these odds is very admirable. I think this theme of struggle is a very important message for kids to learn, that people come from many different circumstances and backgrounds and are able to succeed. The next image is of the man closing the suitcase. This closing of the suitcase represents the closing of this chapter of this man's life. His family is now going to be separated from him, and this is a very emotional period. Assuming the same historical context as before, it is likely that he is the provider of the family and that his wife is their homemaker. Therefore, he may feel that he is closing the door on his family and leaving his responsibility as a father behind. However, he knows that he has to do this for his family. In this series of 9 photos, I believe the last 2 images are the most powerful. The second to last image shows a man resting his hand upon the suitcase, taking a moment to think about the memories and the importance of his family. This image allows the reader to experience, from the perspective of the man, how he is feeling. Although I have never had the experience as a father emigrating to a different place without my family, I was able to empathize with him and understand what he was going through. In the final image, we see a new hand that we have not seen in prior images, much more petite than that of the man. I assume this to be the hand of his wife, comforting him in this difficult time for their family. This image is especially powerful because although their family is going to be separated, at least for a period of time, you can see the strength that they have as a couple. This gives the reader hope that through these tough times, the couple and family will stay strong and will hopefully be back together again with their daughter in the end. Through these images, the reader is able to see a story visually, whereas in normal text novels, they would be putting these images in their head themselves. The ability of the illustrator to bring such an emotional story to life in only these images shows how intricate the images themselves are.